Good evening, friends. I suppose this lockdown period has given a wonderful time to remember your days, your life, and what lessons you have learned. I have learned one great lesson from one of the incidents. While I was flying from Singapore to India with my family, suddenly in an air pocket, the aircraft dips. And my God, what we saw in that, what I experienced in that, was half of the people was screaming for life. Many of them looking for the airbags to for their survival, and most of the intelligent people, I thought, including me, were planning for afterlife or thinking about afterlife. And it went on for pretty long. Everything was unstable and falling. And an announcement comes from a pilot. Okay, there is, besides the airdrop and this sudden dip, there is likely to be a technical fault in that Tiger Airlines. You see, we may have a bad landing. That sent the spine chills. But one thing comes to my mind beside all this I have discussed. Suddenly the thought, a weird thought comes to mind. Zahid, what are the things you want to regret at this point of time when you are about to die? And immediately after those thoughts came the thought, how many people have you expressed your gratitude, your thankfulness, who has been helpful to you in your life? And in that time, like a video film, I had about 20 odd people's name in my mind from my memory, from my whom could I remember. They have been helpful to me in various stages of life. I thank them. There, besides thanking God after safe landing, but once I reached home, I did thank the pilot and the crew for at least ensuring that we landed safe in Lucknow and reached back home. But the first thing I did when I reached home was give all those names which has come to my mind. I noted down and wrote them a beautiful letter of thanks for being so kind to me, which I could not do earlier. My friend, today I'm talking to you about this emotion called thanking. Thanking, my friend, works because it expresses one of our most basic emotion, and that is gratitude. Gratitude is not an abstraction. It's genuine emotion, my friends, which can be expected or exacted. You either feel it or you don't feel it. See, thank you is a simple word, got so much of power. We generally use for, suppose somebody calls up and I don't want to talk any further, I say thank you. The other person gets a very polite message. It's the end of the conversation. Or even in some negotiations, or you're talking to somebody in front of you, and you want to end the conversation, so then you say thank you. The other guy does not retaliate. He accepts. He takes it. Now it's over, and he should gracefully finish the conversation. My friend, gratitude is certainly a complex emotion, and therefore can be complicated to express. It's frequently interpreted as submissive behavior, slightly humiliating. That is why we avoid. And that is why there's a greater need to tell our children repeatedly to say thanks for the smallest favor anybody does to them or they see, so that it is ingrained in their mind and makes an indelible imprint in their psychology. Okay, they don't fail to express this wonderful emotion called thanks or gratitude. After that Singapore flying event, that was the moment I became, my friend, the connoisseur of gratitude, a virtuoso at thanking. And I regarded gratitude as my one of the greatest asset. Being a soldier, I have been taught in my grooming. It was a basic etiquette and mannerism to thank people. And whatever I am today, my book, everything you always wanted to learn uh, in etiquettes, was basically this is the grooming. What I have noticed in my profession, such a long profession, almost 4 decades profession in army, what I learned from my surroundings, my gatherings, my seniors, and this thing. One has to be having this emotion called gratitude, and should take gratitude as an asset. I would like to today give you a small exercise. You yourself try now, today, the kind of situation we are going in. And that exercise will help you in identifying your strengths and weaknesses. And eventually you will see that expressing gratitude is a talent. How do you identify your strengths and weaknesses? Because once you say thank you to somebody and express your gratitude, you are actually submitting yourself humbly. And you are overcoming your fear of that, I said that slightly humiliating restriction you have in thanking somebody else. So you are overcoming that thing, negative emotion. You are becoming more confident. So that exercise is simply today, not because out of fear of the coronavirus, because I'm for sure this too shall pass and this will pass. We are going to stay, and we are going to make the world better without discrimination of a color, caste, religion, riches, status, all nonsense. And take everybody as a human being. And that exercise is that today, make a list of at least 20, 25 people in your life who have been helpful to you. Write a thanks note, a letter, or at least pick up a phone. Talk to them. Express your gratitude. Say thanks. And you see how your relationship builds up. And you become more better. And you release yourself. Negative emotions you carry. Eventually you will come to see that actually gratitude is a talent that goes hand in hand with wisdom and self-knowledge and maturity. My friend, remember, thanking is writing a thanking note. It's beauty and grace. If you grade yourself after some time high in gratitude, my friend, remember, nothing bad will ever come to you. Only good will come to you, and you will be the best of yourself, to yourself and to the surroundings. Develop this emotion called thank you and expressing gratitude without any inhibitions. Thank you very much.